I know, right? All right, so we need to get f by itself. What's the first thing we need to do? Well, in most cases, yes, I would say let's distribute. In this case, let's do something else first. What else could I do instead of distributing that 5/9? No. How could I get rid of that 5/9 without distributing it? No. Well, okay, so if we multiply, what would we have to multiply by? Nah. 9/5. I have to flip it. Okay, so multiply by 9/5, multiply by 9/5. This will be on your final, so you might need to pull a little star by this one and actually do this one. So now my 5/9 and my 9/5 cancel. What do I have here? What do I have here? 9/5 C equals F minus 32. Now what? Now I can add my 32. And now I have 9/5 C plus 32 equals F. Okay? I would star that one. Just, I don't know, just trying to be nice this morning on a Monday morning. It is. Alright, let's graph this guy. What's my starting point? -3. So we start at -3. Oh. We start at -3 and we do what? Up 2 over 1. Boom. Beautiful. 37, what's my starting point? +2. I do what? Down 1 over 3. Those aren't the same as mine, are they? All right, what's my first step on this one? I got to solve it for y, so what do I have to do? Minus x, so 2y equals -x plus 6. Divide everything by 2, so y equals -1/2 x plus 3. So what is my starting point? 3. And then I down 1 over 2. Because it's that -1/2. Okay, so be careful with whether or not it's positive or negative. Okay, this guy, what do I do first? Minus 3x, so -5y equals -3x plus 15. Divide by -5. So y equals +3/5 x minus 3. So we start at -3, and then we up 3 over 5. Okay. This one, do I have enough information to put it into slope-intercept form? No, I don't have my y-intercept, so it has to go into point-slope. So y plus 2 equals 1/4 times x minus 0. Then I have to distribute. So y plus 2 equals 1/4 x minus 0. Then we minus 2. Y equals 1/4 x minus 2. Okay, exact same thing over here. So y minus 1, because it's y minus y1 is my formula, equals negative 2 times x minus 2. So we distribute y minus 1 equals negative 2x plus 4. Add 1, y equals negative 2x plus 5. Okay, what's my first thing I need to find here? Who? Okay, so what am I finding? Gotta find slope. So to find slope, I go, okay, so I go 1 plus 2 over 6 minus 3, which is 3 over 3, which is 1. So now it has to go into point slope. So y plus 2 equals 1 times x minus 3. So y plus 2 equals x minus 3 minus 2, y equals x minus 5. Okay, same thing over there. What do I have to find first? Slope. So I go minus 3 over, so I have 2 over negative 1, which is negative 2. So my equation starts with y minus 3 equals negative 2 times x minus 2. Distribute y minus 3 equals negative 2x plus 4. Add 3, y equals negative 2x plus 7. Okay, don't forget to put it into point slope form first. Okay, another one of these guys. We gotta find our slope. Ooh, what's my rise? 6. What's my run? So my slope is 3. My y-intercept is negative 1. So y equals 3x minus 1. Okay, this guy. What's my rise? 6 again. What's my run? Oh, my slope is, careful, negative 1. There you go. My y-intercept is 2. So my equation is negative 1x plus 2. Good. Okay, this guy, rise, run. So my slope is 1/2. My y-intercept is negative 1. So y equals this guy, rise, run. So my slope is 5/2. Do I know my y-intercept? No. Do I know a point? What point is this? -3, 1, so it needs to go into point slope. So y minus 1 equals 5/2 times x plus 3. There you go. So y minus 1 equals 5/2 x plus 15/2 plus 1. Dylan, you're telling me that you had this whole thing correct? Then I would start writing down. So y equals 5/2 x plus 17/2. Okay, this guy. Rise. Run. So my slope is, careful, -3. My y-intercept is -2. So y equals -3x minus 2. This guy, my slope is 0. My y-intercept is, so my equation is y equals -3. Good. All right. First step. So 7k minus 84 is greater than 7. Timeout. So now what? Add 84. 7k is greater than 91. Divide by 7. K is greater than 13. So open or closed? Open, and I can just make any of these 13. Shaded which way? To the right. Okay, 51, what do I have to do? Divide by -2. So P is greater than 9. So open or closed? Open at 9, shaded to the right. Make sure you flip your sign when you divide by a negative. Muy importante. Okay, so we have 12 plus 17m is greater than or equal to 11m plus what? 132. Subtract 11m. 12 plus 6m is greater than or equal to 132. Minus 12. 16m is greater than or equal to 120. Oh, not 16. Just kidding. Divide by 6. M is greater than or equal to 20. If we were going to graph this, would it be open or closed? Now it would be closed, yep. Oh, another one? All right, so 11 plus 13q greater than or equal to 2q plus 22. Subtract 2q. 11 plus 11q is greater than or equal to 22. Minus 11. 11q is greater than or equal to 11. Q is greater than or equal to what? Oh no. Okay. Subtract 22c. What do we have? Negative 5c minus 12 equals 8. Add 12. Negative 5c equals 20. Oh, not equals. Sorry. Less than or equal to. Less than or equal to. Divide by negative 5. C is greater than or equal to negative 4. Had to flip our sign again because we divided by that negative. Okay, this next one, major typo. Okay, it should be written with them because it's a systems. So right away you should have been like, okay, these should be on top of each other. So it's y equals x minus 4, y equals negative 2x plus 11. And then we don't have to do anything with this. Dealy bobber. Okay, what's my starting point on the top? What's my starting point? Negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 11. Okay, then you should be able to, because it's graphing systems, come on. Yep, punch it into your calculator. Go to your y equals. Go to your y equals. Clear out your equations. Top one is what? X minus 4? Minus 4. Bottom one is 2x or negative 2x? Negative 2x plus 11. Graph it. My graph thing is messed up, so I hit zoom 6 to get a better peek. Then how do I figure out what point that is? Second trace. 5. Enter, 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 so that it tells me my intersection is 5, 1. So I can say my intersection is 5, 1. Make sure some of you aren't writing what your intersection is next to your problem. You must do that. Okay, so 5, 1 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. It's my intersection point. Now I can connect dots. Okay, this guy's the same thing. So I've got y equals x minus 2. So I've got negative 2, negative 4 as my starting points. What are my equations? Help me out, please, so I don't have to flip back and forth. 3x minus 4, and what else? X minus 2. Graph it. They intersect, that's a good thing. Second trace, 5. Enter, enter, enter. Where do they intersect? 1, negative 1. So 1, negative 1 is, I can't even see this. I think it's like there. And there would be my graph. Okay, use your calculator when you're graphing. It will help you. All right, now it says to use what? Substitution? Okay, so it says x equals y, so we box up our y and plug it in for x. So y minus 3y equals 4. Negative 2y equals 4, so y is negative 2. We plug it back up here. X equals negative 2, so my intersection point is negative 2, negative 2. Okay, same thing here. box this guy up. What am I plugging him in for? Plugging him in for y. So negative 2x plus 1 equals negative 1/3 x minus 5/3. So we've got to add 1/3 x. Help me out here. Negative 5/3 x, right? Plus 1 equals negative 5/3. Is that right? Minus 1, negative 5/3 x equals negative 8/3. Divide by negative 5/3. X equals 8/5. Is that right? And then what do I have to do with it? I have to plug it back in. So y equals negative 2 times 8/5 plus 1. So y equals negative 16/5 plus 1. Y equals negative 21/5. So 8/5, comma, negative 21/5. A lot of calculator work that you probably needed to do with your fractions and that good stuff. Okay, one more substitution. Box up your y equals 2x minus 5. It goes in for y. 6x minus 3 times 2x minus 5 equals 15. So we have to distribute 6x minus 6x plus 15 equals 15. What happens with my 6x's? Cancel. 15 equals 15, which is true, so we get all real numbers, or in this case, infinite solutions. Yep. Because that's part of what we've learned so far. And that's what you're being tested on, is what have you learned. Okay, now we're doing elimination. Do I have one positive, one negative? Yep. So these guys cancel. I get 2 equals x equals 10, x equals 5. Plug it in. 5 plus y equals 7. Minus my 5, y is 2. So 2, comma 5. Oh, 5, comma 2. Just kidding. 5, comma 2. Okay. Do I have a positive and a negative? Yes, that makes life easier. 5x equals negative 15. X equals negative 3. Plug it in. 2 times negative 3 plus y equals negative 5. Negative 6 plus y equals negative 5. Plus 6, y is 1. Negative 3, 1. Okay. Do I have a positive and a negative? No. Okay. So I can multiply my bottom by negative 2. So I have 4x plus 2y equals 2. I have negative 6x minus 2y equals negative 8. So I get negative 2x equals negative 6. X equals what? Positive 3, yep. So then I can go, I'm going to use this one. 3 times 3 plus y equals 4. 9 plus y equals 4. Minus my 9. Y equals negative 5. So 3, negative 5. Okay, one more page. One more page. 155 people at a basketball game. What's that equation look like? X plus y equals 155. Okay, students are 250, so that's 2.5x plus 4y equals, how much did we make? 492.5. What do I have to do to solve this? Yep. Or you could, Brielle, you could do negative 4 too, but usually we do negative 2.5, so I've got negative 2.5x minus 2.5y equals, help me out, negative 378.5. On the bottom, I still have 2.5x plus 4y equals 492.5. So I end up with 1.5y equals 105 even. Divide by 1.5. 70 what? Just 70? Okay, so if y is 70, plug it back in up here. X plus 70 equals 155. So we subtract our 70. X equals 85. So what do my X and my Y stand for? 85 students and 70 adults. Yep. Okay, we've done lots and lots and lots and lots of these problems. I'm going fast because you should be done with all of them. Okay. Jocelyn's got $1.95 in her pocket made up of 27 nickels and dimes. That's a lot of random change in your pocket. How many of each type of coin does she have? Okay, how many coins does she have? She has 27 coins, so that's X plus Y equals 27. Okay, now, some are dimes and some are nickels. How much is a nickel worth? 5 cents. So that's 0.05x plus how much is a dime worth? 0.1y equals that $1.95. So what do I have to multiply the top by? Yep, so we're multiplying by negative. Yeah, it's thinking 0.05, not 0.5. Be careful with that. We're not multiplying by 0.5. That would be 50 cents. Since it's a nickel, it's 0.05. So I've got negative 0.05x minus 0.05y equals, help me out, negative 135.05x plus 0.1y equals $1.95. So I have 0.05y equals 0.60 divided by 0.05. Y equals 12. What is my y? My y is my, yep, so I have 12 dimes. And since I have x plus 12 equals 27, x is 15 nickels. Okay, almost done. Okay, the price of ice cream, so P equals, how much am I spending? $3.95 plus, yep, 0.85 per topping. Okay, anytime you see each topping or per topping, that's where you hook your variable. And all they wanted was an equation. You didn't have to solve anything. Okay, a babysitter's earnings, so E, that doesn't look like an E. E equals, how much is she getting paid? $7.25 N, because they want you to use N for the number of hours worked. Is that a decent price nowadays for babysitting? What do you guys usually get paid for babysitting now? Like $10 an hour? Oh, you're ripping off that family. Right on. All right. Marta's annual starting salary is $26,400. At the beginning of each new year, she receives $2,500. So recursive formula starts with a to the 1 equals 26,400. A to the n equals a to the n minus 1 plus, how much is she getting each year? $20.50. Okay, be careful when you figure out after 6 years, okay, in order to plug it in, you have to subtract 1. So we're going to take 2050 times what? Well, no. How many years do they want? 6. So we have to subtract 1. 6 minus 1 is 5. Oh my God. That's what subtract 1 means. Take your number, subtract 1. What do we get here? What? So $10,250 plus, what do we have to add that on to? Her starting salary, which is $26,400, and how much is she making? $36,650. Okay, hopefully when you guys start making money, you don't say, when somebody says, how much do you make? You don't say, I make 36650. People will look at you and be like, at McDonald's or what? All right, so this bamboo plant, how much does he start at? 82. So a to the n equals 82 plus, how much is he growing each year? 9 times n minus 1. Okay, now we plug what into my formula? Because that's how much it's going up each year. Huh? So what am I plugging in? Come on, guys. What am I plugging in? 16. I should have more than 2 people participating. 82 plus 9 times 16 minus 1. Or 82 plus 9 times 15. 82 plus 135, or $217 inches tall. Bamboo plant will now be 217 inches tall. Okay? Last one. The graph shows the average speed traveled. Estimate the rate of change. Remember, rate of change is slope. What is my rate of change? Yeah, my rate of change is 0. It doesn't ever change. What's that mean? That she's probably got it on cruise control because what? Because her speed never changes. Yeah. Throughout this whole time, her speed never changes. Well, you would just say, what's it mean in this? It means that she's going the same speed the whole time.